Hey, good morning everybody. I am up here behind the church, AFA, and I am here up at the shed shack, as you see behind me. Shed shack, storage building, whatever you want to call it. Multiple families have come together and decided we want to establish a nice little place for the garden. And not just to grow, fruits, vegetables, things like that, but also grow relationships, foster relationships, stuff like that. Build community, build our relationships, not just within the church, but also to, I guess, grow relationships from people outside the church to come to the church. I see this as a potential place of healing for people that don't really have a place to go, that don't really know where they fit in. So yeah, project for today, what the plan is, we are putting a gutter system. You can kind of see I got some of the stuff there. I'm putting a gutter system on the top of the or the front of the shed building shack. Man, we've got to come up with a better name for that, just saying. We are moving the current rain barrel system that is here on the backside, kind of revamping it, sticking it here so it has one straight shot to where the garden beds are going to be / are currently, and we're going to clean that up as well. Shorter the hose, gravity fed system, easier it is to water the beds, more pressure. First thing I'm going to do is go drain the current rain barrel system that has water in it, because there is no way I'm going to be able to move it with water in it, because it's a 175 gallon tank, 150 gallon tank, and I'm strong, but I ain't that strong. So yeah, that's one thing I'm doing. Now I'm gonna piece together the gutter system, put it all together on the ground, find a way to kind of support it on one end, mount one side, jump over, mount the second side, and then support the middle as I go, and then we'll see where it goes. Good news is I already see water in the morning dew dripping off of the roof, so it's gonna be effective. Downside is I only have so much shade. Good side, nice and cool, crisp. Was it August 24th today? Saturday, I think, 2024. I think that's the date, I don't know. First Saturday I've had off in a long time, so I wanted to get out here first thing, early morning, get it done. And yeah, get to it. All right, y'all, so this was the system that they did have. You can see it's just a, not much light, a little, I don't know, 20-foot span. The roof is approximately 36 feet wide, 36 and 4 inches, I think. I'm gonna cut it to where it's 36 because it just makes sense. No one's gonna notice the last couple inches, although now that I mention it, you probably will. Oh, I probably shouldn't have mentioned it. Oh well, okay. So this thing is obviously full, been full from that previous system. I'm gonna revamp it. I got all new parts. We're gonna do a little different right here. I'm not saying it was wrong, but to each their own. So let's drain this thing. Oh, probably should stand in front of it, right? So we're gonna let that drain while we're putting it together, and putting the other one together, and by the time, hopefully it'll be done. All right, also update. I built the whole gutter system together. It falls apart when I go to move it because I only have my 2 hands. So I guess my initial plan was to put it all together and then use the barrel to help hold it. That's not where the barrel's going, don't worry. I'm gonna adjust it shortly. Use it as like a bar so I could tack it up on the end, go over here, tack it up, and then tack it up in the middle. But that's not gonna work, so I guess I'm building it in sections like I did not want to do, but gotta adjust and overcome. It's getting done. All right, y'all, so little snafu. Like I was telling you earlier, I tried to make it all one length of gutter and put it up there. Didn't work. Also, the screws that I bought are not going into the metal. I also have self-tapping with a washer screw, a little, 1.25 inches, or 1.5 inches, I think is what I have. Those aren't going in either. So June's running to Lowe's, get me little drill bit, just enough to pilot drill some holes to be able to get the screws in. While I'm waiting, I'm going to tackle some of this over here. Oops, sorry, there we go. Cleaning up some of these garden beds, pulling a lot of the weeds and stuff like that out of them, cutting the stuff down and such, just so I'm productive while I'm waiting. And yeah, we'll get that going. Whew. All right, everybody. Big difference between temperature this morning and temperature now. So here's the garden area. Got it at least cleaned up, not necessarily in the beds, some in the beds, but mostly around it. It was mostly really tall. I knocked down a majority of it. Tried to get as much of the bramble, thorned berries or whatever out of there so people weren't getting tore up, or the bristle or thistle or whatever you want to call it. Be a little easier for them to come in and do some fine tooth combing on that. There's the gutter. Yes, it is at an angle. That end is higher than this end, and this end is higher than the downspout, because we only have the water going down one spot into the barrel. So obviously we want to make sure it runs down both ways. Most houses have two downspouts, so it's not necessarily, it's more level than what it should be. But this particular case, it needs to be at an angle. 36-foot long gutter put up. I don't know if y'all can see it with this sun, but yeah, this sun's brutal right now. But move the rain barrel to there. Now, instead of it being on the back side of the building, you only have about 75 feet to the furthest bed. So a 100-foot garden hose is going to be more than plenty. Obviously, with the more beds through here, it'll be closer and closer and closer. But yeah, that's the plan. I think it turned out great. We'll see how the rest of it goes. But thank you for coming along with me. Greatly appreciated. I'm looking forward to getting this thing going, with obviously the other families and stuff like that. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good garden. Be somewhere nice for people to sit. I'd really like to clean the trail up. I mean, obviously it's gonna take a while, but clean the trail up, make it a little easier for I don't know, maybe the elderly to come up here and sit if they wanted to once the garden gets going. Put some tables and chairs out here in the shade somewhere, maybe underneath some fruit trees or something. But good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I will keep y'all updated on how this goes. Hey y'all, so I was just walking away and I saw the 2 bricks and a board, and I said, hey look, a quick little bench. That's fun. Probably clean it off a little bit, but okay, imagine fruit trees along the edge of the bramble or the bush line right here, and all of them being high enough to cover out the back of the building. The view, you got the cross, but the cross will be high enough right off the building, and garden beds right here. That'd be cute, but for now, it works. Alright, good morning everyone. As you can see, it is Saturday. Well, obviously you can't see it Saturday, but it is foggy out. We got the first rain we had in about 2 weeks. We're up here at the community garden. Looks like it held really well. Downside, downspout didn't hold to collect the rain. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill a couple screws in. I had a feeling it wouldn't. But you know, is what it is. We're gonna zip a couple screws in there and make sure it's good. Oh yeah, it definitely got water in it last night.
That's good.
Yeah, I might have to go in through the side. The problem is, I can get the side from the side. do it like this. Can you see it? I can't see it.
Let's not drill towards your face.
Yeah, probably not wise. Stand on this over here. See if I can climb up there.
There's more bricks on the other side if you need to move them around.
Oh no.
Gabriel, come here.
No,
Don't do that.
No, we don't do that. We ain't doing that one. Alright.
Well, there's a couple more rainy days later in the week. You can see if that holds up.
Yeah. Question is, why do we never zip another one of that?
Because you couldn't reach it, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move some of this stuff around. Yeah. Trying to build a scaffold with this and a brick. Like that. Holding scaffolding, baby.
Sure.
Getting it done.
So, screw up top first.
Yes. There we go. That ain't gonna move anytime soon. You know, it moved last night. This part was really the only part I was worried about coming down.
Yeah.
I figured it would because it was only
With the winds.
light. Yeah, well, lightly looked down there. All right, that's in there. Woo! Now we hate to do it, but we gotta drink. We can definitely get more water, but I want to make sure we clean out all the gunk out of there. All the gunk through there. We can always get more. Alright, y'all, so as you can see, what we got here, this spout had fallen out because this little clip thing is not really working all that well, so I zipped a screw in there, zipped one in the other side, secured this top bracket a little more to the V, I guess you could call it, or the downspout part. But looking good now. Now it ain't gonna come out. We can get some rainwater in this thing.